What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, guys? It's Kenneth. It's Wednesday. That means I'm bringing you another edition to No Opportunities Wasted. And I'm going to hit the ground running today. We're going to hit another edition to our series of understanding the process. And today's, I think, it's that meat of the series. It's what's gonna change the game for you. So today, it's understanding the process at a point that you, yourself, no one else, need to be your biggest cheerleader. You need to be your biggest motivator. You need to be your biggest fan. You need to be the one above all else that tells you you can do this. You can be this. You can do more. You can do anything that you set your mind to. If you look back behind me, this football field here actually holds a spot in me that shows a time in my life where I had to be my biggest fan. It was back in my junior year. I was playing football and I was a linebacker at the time, and the quarterback takes swing around the outside, and man, it's like that golden time. I'm sprinting myself there. I'm setting everything up, getting down, getting ready. Boom! Guy hits me from behind. Hit the ground. Bad situation. Ended up getting care flighted from the game. The next 7 to 10 days were tough. They were rough moments of doubt, moments of, if this is what I wanted to do, is this everything? I mean, parents were scared for me to get back on the field. Coaches were iffy to get me back on the field. To get me back after an injury like that. But guys, I had to take a moment between me and myself. I had to be my biggest cheerleader. I had to be my biggest motivator. I had to decide that my dream was bigger than any of the doubts, any of the fears, anything that was standing in front of me at that moment. I had to decide that it was more important to me. And why do I bring that up, guys? Because life is going to hit you in the back. And understand, guys, and say this with me. Say this with me right here, right here, right here. No matter how rough it gets, no matter how dark it gets, I can overcome it. You can, guys. You yourself, you have to understand that in the process, we've talked about a few things of maybe not being where you need to be for your goals, because there's going to be time when life slaps you in the face, and between you and you, have to be your biggest motivator. You yourself. Take a step back from the raw of every situation and look at yourself and say, I got this. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you can do this. Look at yourself every morning when you get up. Take a minute between you and yourself. Take some quiet moments before the day even starts and say, you got this. You can do this. I know it's tough right now, but you got this. So every morning when I wake up, I look in the mirror, and guys, me speaking right now, I'm speaking just as much to myself as I am to you guys, because I have to spend time every single day telling myself, you got this. Telling myself you can keep going. Telling myself, don't quit now. It's rough, it's tough, but you got this. I myself have to be my biggest motivator. You can't depend on anyone else in life to want your dream as bad as you want it. To drive as bad as you have to drive to make your dream a possibility. You are in full control of your life, but guys, you have to understand that when you get low, no one's gonna pick you up but yourself. When you get down on yourself, no one's gonna pick you up but yourself. You have to look at every situation you have as possible to overcome. Every rough moment as possible to overcome. So I take this again, my junior year right here changed my life. I spent the next few weeks trying to get back on my feet. I spent the next year, senior year, grinding as hard as I've ever grinded before, and I finally get a college scholarship to play football. Guys, the moment itself, the moment was needed in my life. I needed the injury. I needed that time right then and there to show myself this is what you want. To challenge myself, to look deep within me and say, Kenneth, is this really what you got? If this is what you got, if this is all you have, then this ain't for you. So I had to be tested. Your moments of struggle are your moments of being tested. Because guys, again, and we've talked about this a few times prior to this, that if the baby was handed $1 million, would the baby even know what to do with it, guys? If you were given your goal and you hadn't been tested, are you ready for it? You have to build yourself up. You have to give everything you possibly can to yourself, because when the goal comes, it won't be easy. But when the goal comes, you have to be ready to conquer everything that you got. And that takes tests, that takes struggles, that takes adversities, that takes the moments that when you think you can't keep going, you get up one more time and keep going. So guys, there it is. Understanding the process, the meat and potatoes of our series right here is you being your biggest fan. You being your biggest motivator. You being your biggest cheerleader. That when the rest of the world, we've got enough people giving us critique on what we should or should not be doing, or what dreams possible and not possible, or what goal is unrealistic or realistic. Guys, you'll have enough of that in life. You need to be the one that says, no matter what, you got this. You got this. Right now, tell yourself, start the process. If you don't do it every day right now, then start tomorrow morning. When you get up, your feet get up out of bed and they touch ground, you tell yourself, you got this. Tell yourself, no matter what happens today, you got this. Your dreams need to become a reality right now, because understand that, guys, you don't have to be the best at what you do, but if you can tell yourself, no matter what, you got this, I promise you that at the end of the day, your goals will be achieved simply from you going, you got this, and not quitting when others would quit. There it is, the end of the end of the meat and potatoes for this, guys. Next week I'm gonna sum everything up, but right now, understand, look at yourself right now, take a minute and say, you got this. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how dark it gets, anything is possible. Anything is possible. See y'all next week. Again, continue sharing, continue showing, continue to do everything you can. What you're doing right now is changing lives. You share what I'm talking about. Tag anybody that might need to hear this, guys, right now, because you might be changing someone's life who needs to hear this. See y'all next week. Love everything that you're doing.